Percentiles and z-scores. A percentile indicates the position of a value relative to the entire distribution. For example, the 90th percentile corresponds to the value of z such that 90% of distribution lies below it. To find percentiles, locate the cumulative probability closest to the desired percentile in the z-table. Find the corresponding z-score. To convert z-score back to the original normal distribution, the formula to use is our normal variable x is equal to mu plus the standard normal variable multiplied by the standard deviation. Use of technology. Software such as Excel, R, Python, GeoGebra, or online distribution or online normal distribution calculators can automate computations. For example, in Excel, equal norm.s.this and then z, comma true gives the probability, cumulative probability. Number 2, equal norm dot in probability, then comma, mean, then comma, standard deviation gives the x value for a given percentile. Application. In business, estimating probabilities of sales or demand. In engineering, quality control using defect probabilities. In education, determining exam score percentiles. In medicine, identifying percentile growth of children compared to the population norms. Use of z-table. Definition. The z-table or standard normal table is used to find the probability that a statistics is less than a given z-score in a standard normal distribution with a mean 0, standard deviation equal to 1. Follow these steps to effectively use the z-table. Step-by-step instructions. Understand the z-score. The z-score represents how many standard deviations a value is from the mean. It is calculated using the formula z is equals to x minus mu over sigma, where x is the value, mu is the mean, and sigma is the standard deviation. Locate the z-score on the table. The z-table typically provides the cumulative probability from the far left of the standard normal distribution to the given z-score. Split the z-score into two parts, the whole number and the first decimal, the row, and the second decimal column. For example, if z is equal to 2.06, locate the 2.0 in the row. And then locate 0.06 in the column. Read the cumulative probability. The value of the intersection of the row and the column gives the cumulative probability. The probability that our standard normal variable z is less than or equal to 2.06. Calculate probabilities for a specific intervals. To find the probability of z is less than or equal to a but is less than or equal to b. So, to find the probability of our standard normal variable z greater than or equal to a but is less than equal to b is equal to the probability that our z is less than or equal to b minus the probability that our z is less than or equal to a. Example, find the probability of z is less than or equal to 2.06. So solution, locate the row 2.0 and the column 0.06 in the table. The value of the intersection is 0.9803. Thus, the probability that z is less than or equal to 2.0 is equal to 0.9803. So there you are. Locate for the 2.0 and the 0.06. There you can see the value of the probability, the one that is pointed by the two arrows. Figure 1. This is the standard normal table, or we just simply call the Z table. The standard normal distribution. Thanks to the central limit theorems, theorem distributions of means often fall into a normal bell-shaped distribution. Since we'll be dealing with means as dependent measures, a lot dependent measures a lot this quarter, and in our research, we'll need to be familiar with the properties of the normal distribution. All normal distributions have the same shape. They only differ by their means and standard deviations. The normal equation for the normal probability distribution is e raised to negative x minus mu squared over the square root of 2 pi sigma, where mu is the mean and sigma is the standard deviation of the distribution. It's kind of remarkable that this ubiquitous function has two famous transcendental numbers in it, e and pi, plus the irrational number is square root of 2. We choose one particular normal distribution, the standard normal, as a reference for tables. The standard normal distribution or Z distribution has a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. The standard normal's probability distribution function simplifies to e raised to negative x squared over square root of 2 pi. It looks like this. So there you have your z value starting from 0, and to the right you have 1, 2, and 3. To the left of our z equal to 0, that's negative 1, negative 2, then negative 3. Here are some exercises on using the Z table to find areas under this standard normal distribution, either in the book, Excel spreadsheet, spreadsheet handout are one of many websites or statistical programs. We'll start with an easy one. What is the area under the normal curve distribution above say is equal to 0? The area is shaded in the figure below. The answer is 0.5 because the normal distribution has a total area of 1 and is symmetric about the mean of 0. Area above Z. For example, find the area above Z is equal to 1. So the area is the shaded region below. Normal curve characteristics. Any normal has a shape of symmetric mound, and the center mean of mu spread the standard deviation of sigma. For our Z, the standard normal, the shape is symmetric mound. Center, mean of 0, and the spread, the standard deviation of 1. Mean is equal to median is equal to mode is the middle of the graph. The area to the left or right of mean is 50%. Total area under the curve adds to 1. Say scores. Positive values are above the mean and negative values are below. So formula, Z is equal to X minus mu over sigma. Number of standard deviation sigma and X is away from the mean mu. For example, if John scores a 92 on a test with a mean of 83 and standard deviation of 6, what is his Z score? Z is equal to X minus mu over sigma. And then, substitute now the given data. 92 minus 83 over 6 is equal to 9 over 6. And finally, our Z score is 1.5. Z table measures the area to the left of the value. For example, Z is equal to 1.68. Gives us a value of 0.9535, which means 95.35% of the area under the curve is to the left of 1.68. So that is our 1.68. And you got there the value which is 0.9535. You can see in the intersection of the row 1.6 and the column 0.08. We will have the next part of our quarter 3 DP lesson 12.